Hey, what's up guys? Welcome into the studio. I am Andy. Today we're talking about Overloud. This is the sim you need to buy. If you're like thinking about buying a sim, you're on the fence about like what sim to buy, or if you should even buy a sim, like this one. That's the answer, this one. Just check out my other videos too. You'll learn fast that this sim is where it's at. So today we're gonna check out some pedals. I don't ever mess much with the pedals in here, but on the few occasions that I've had to dial in a very particular sound, they've been spot on, right? So I kind of want to go through and we've got a nice array of guitars, right? So we've got a Kiesel Osiris with Holdsworth pickups. So this is like, you know, your very modern ride right here for sure. They're not super high gain, but I mean, they have some output to them. Next in line, we've got 74, we'll grab them, right? Because we love guitars, that's why we'll, you know. We've got the 74 Les Paul Custom, right? Made Kalamazoo plant. This is all original. And this thing, this is your Les Paul. It's a standard Les Paul sound, dude. It's where it's at. Classic ride. Next up, we've got 7-string Ibanez. This is more modern guitar, of course. This has Fishman, Fluence, Abasis. So definitely gonna have a more modern end kind of a thing happening there. Then we've got this Schecter C1 Elite. Everyone's got a Schecter. You guys know this guitar, you know, so well. Duncan designed pickups, and it sounds good in everything you ever plug it into. You probably agree. And then we've got the, lastly, the American standard, the US Strat. This has DiMarzio injectors, which is a Paul Gilbert design pickup. So they're a little bit higher output than like a normal, not a lot higher, but a little bit higher than a normal Strat pickup. So let's get us a roll-in, shall we? We'll grab the Kiesel here. We'll look over on the deck. And so what I've pulled in here, we've just got a loop running in the background. Of course, we're in Ableton. What else is new? And so we're using the Slate version of THU. You guys, if you've been around here before, you know I'm a Slate guy. Go get the Slate package. Everything comes in the Slate package, including, oh, that's the studio, isn't it? Where's me? Here we are. Everything you want comes in the Slate package. Like, dude, best dollars you'll ever spend. So we've got a Marshall amp pulled up right in here, right? We got the Marshall up because it's super clean, right? No pedals on anything. We got this. Right? And we'll zoom in some here. You can see that it's with drive all the way up. Amazing. And volume's at like 3 o'clock. Everything's pretty high on that. So you're gonna get a little, hear that? That's out of the amp model, right? So let's go ahead. We've got the first up here. So we've got like a bunch of pedals that we can play with. First up, this is the pedal that I do use all the time. The Tube 9. This is a tube screamer, the Ibanez tube screamer recreation. So without it, we got that. With it, oh baby. And so yeah, we start to get some definite scream in there. That's a heavy tone. You got some gain there, a little bit of drip. You can kind of get your thing on. I mean, it's not a lead tone, but like that's pretty solid rhythm tone, isn't it? Now I should say, normally I don't even use like these models that are in here. I use the rig players. if you're not familiar with the rig players, I think I did like a video just on the rig players. Look it up over there. You'll figure it out. Because we've got, you know, in THE, you got a lot of amps, right? At the very top of that list is the rig player. That does captures. So normally I'm doing captured amps. Just because, like, you know, with the captured amps, and I should say, this stuff's on sale all the time and it's not expensive, but like the captured amps for like $30 to $50, you've got like, what amp do you want? 88 MP1, awesome. That's one of my favorite amps actually. And so I end up going for like a particular amps when I like have chosen out some rigs. So that's what I do with my stuff, but we're not doing that today. We're just like looking at pedals. And so I'm saying all this, I guess, because I'm surprised, like I always am. I shouldn't be. That's pretty weak. That's on me. But I'm always kind of surprised at how good this stuff sounds. I mean, it's stupid. So you can see the controls. The other stuff, there's just a little bit of delay and a little bit of reverb. And I think there's a little bit of delay coming through. Ableton as well. But so let's F with the pedals. So the first distortion, BD2, I don't know what this is supposed to be. Probably like a Boss thing or something. Let's turn off the Tube 9. Let's stop that track from playing, shall we? So this is the, here, without. Turn it on. The drive on that is, you can see it's like 2 o'clock. Yeah, it's that, just nice. I'm on the bridge pickup there, right? Or I'm neck, sorry. Now on the bridge. So if you crank on that, that's gonna give you a little something. What if we add the Tube 9 to it? That's pretty slamming, isn't it? So let's turn that tube screen back off. Maybe try out, like, what's the Les Paul sound like with that little guy? So we know the Kiesel. The Kiesel's got a little bit of output. It might have more output than this Les Paul. Turn it off. Neck pickup. Interesting right there, huh? Turn that on. I'm like, yeah, that's... As stated, this is 1974 original issue. It's even been through a flood. So... Occasionally you flip a switch and you go, that's interesting, like I just did. But so let's turn that off again. Dead clean. Let's go bridge pickup. like you're definitely coming in not as hot, you know, for sure, like with that particular pedal. Now, if you get the Tube 9 in there too, then you're right back in the money, right? That Tube 9, phew, that's a really useful pedal to have in there. You just drop that around anything, and you go from that nice, you get a lead tone. That's what it's for, isn't it? The Fluence, I mean, I guess, and don't worry, I'm not going to go through like all guitars for every pedal, but we can get a quick feel. I mean, like, I feel like this BD2 is just it's like your Boss Overdrive. You know, it's not the OD2, because I think there is one kind of that coming up. But, you know, like, it's pretty standard, kind of middle of the road. Now, this is, of course, the Fluence Abasi pickups. Again, we're just trying to get a feel. This is not guitar playing. This is guitar noodling without thought. So, I mean, it's pretty similar still, you know, responsive, etc. We know what the Schecter is going to sound like. It's going to sound like the other ones through there. I'm curious about the, I mean, look, I've already gotten impatient with this demo, right? I'm really curious, though, like the Strat, because this is like, you know, the ubiquitous everything. I mean, that's more. And again, so like it falls. The Strat's like you definitely less gain, even with these Paul Gilbert injector pickups in it, which are a little bit more high output. It still is falling behind. It still is falling behind like Kiesel. I mean, I guess now I am kind of curious where these Duncans are gonna fall. So let's grab the Schecter. Duncan. I mean, I feel like this one probably might be a little bit more gainy. You know, maybe. Let's see. You know, in with the gainy crew. In with the gainy crowd. Super good in tune. So yeah, it's gonna this one drives harder for sure once you get that tube screamer on there. You're crushing life, right? So okay, that's all good. Let's go back and see. Let's grab the Kiesel and we'll run through. So I mean, you have an idea for like how the guitars sound and vary. I mean, to be honest, in this guy's opinion, the guitar, the difference in tone that the guitar makes is a lot less distinct than the difference that the amp makes and what you do on the amp. I've always felt that since I was this big. I remember like second grade, I wanted like an amp. I wanted the amp, you know, because to me that's where the sound came from. Like, I could plug any shitty guitar into a great amp and it's gonna sound awesome. So I've always been an amp person. That said, the pickups are super important. And when you get into a nice guitar like this, I just got this, you know, recent years. This Kiesel has come around in the past 2 or 3 years. And this is the nicest guitar I've ever owned for sure. I mean, this is a full custom build, one-piece body, you know, swamp ash. I definitely can tell the difference. Of course, playability, nothing plays like it. But there is tone in this one, even, I mean, such a small package, seemingly, even in this one, that there's just tone that the others can't hang with a lot of times. Highly recommend the Kiesel. Go look at my video, the review things. So we got the BD2 has been happening in here. Let's move down the line. Let's put a diode 250 in here. Let's see what this is. I feel like I might hear it better on the neck pickup. Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. That's a really pretty little tone. What's the off BD2? It's not as crystally. This is... So yeah, I'd say if you like that Strat drive. Woo! Money! Oh, I like this little pedal. That's pretty dope, y'all. I'm just saying. Let's drag this next one in here. Let's see this thing. S drive 1. So off with the 250. S drive 1. Nothing? And that's, you can see where the gain is there, like 2 o'clock. Another solid pedal. Okay, so like really, it's just a little more like, to me it seemed like it's got a different cut through the mid-range. Like what else is new that happens? Like that's always the difference in stuff to me. What's this? We've got Distort Plus. That kind of looks like an MSR pedal. Copy thingy kinda. Drive it harder. Let's drive both these last pedals harder. Again, it's through the mids. The Overdrive 250 is definitely much more subtle until you crank it. So we're learning they're all pretty similar. These 4 pedals are pretty similar. The outlier is the one on the left, the Tube 9. Let's combine some of these. Let's put these two together. That's not bad. That's not bad, yo. Oh, whoops, that's already running. Pretty impressive. We didn't look at this fuzz one though. Let's check this thing out. I expected that to be nastier. Oh well, it's not nastier. It's another basic, that's a lot of choices for distortion. I think, for one rig, don't you? Any more distortion pedals in there? Nope, I don't see any. There's so many cool things though. And I think we're just gonna do videos about all of them, because I come in here and I pretty much do the same thing, usually in this program all the time. But if you've ever watched, you know, when I talk about recording guitars and stuff like that, you gotta have multiple amps. You gotta have a lot of different sounds, like on a couple different tracks to make your shit sound big. So like, more sounds, more better. That's what I'm saying, right? So yeah, I think maybe we're just gonna start going through like all this stuff on these guys, because that's so versatile and bomber. Like, dude, I'm always so impressed with the THU. I'm like, you gonna open, dude? Oh yeah, so I was gonna say, this is, you know, what I normally have going on is more like this. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, let's ADA it up. Super loud patch, huh? This is one of my basic performance patches that you can just have a look there if you want. So anyways, that's, you know, a more standard patch for me. But the bottom line is, dude, if you want some like major flexibility with like low gain, mid gain, and on into high gain, we didn't even get a high gain amp out. Like, we'll have to do that in the next one, dude, for sure. So versatile. Go get you some THU. Shit rocks, dude. Got a question or a comment? Put it below. I guess. I don't know. Cheers.